Oh, that is just so adorable. Oh! Sorry about that, I didn't see you there, so yeah, anyways, hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, sorry if I didn't see you there for a moment. I was just getting myself caught up on reading the Sailor Moon manga, to which, yeah, I'm actually quite surprised that I currently have four volumes of the Sailor Moon manga as of now, but it is quite fitting given to today's thoughts video for sure, so yeah. And I guess it's after last time when I talked about Alien Romulus for sure, I think it's about time that we dive into something a little different. And speaking of, I know I did say, yeah, I think pretty much of anything, I know pretty much for my next thoughts video, I would pretty much talk about The Crow with Bill Skarsgård next. And don't worry, I still will, but I'm not planning on seeing it this weekend due to what's going on, so I'm probably gonna have to shoot until Labor Day weekend to actually see that. But until that comes around, I figure I would do something a little different. And well, I haven't actually pretty much delved into this for quite a long time now. I think it's about time that we dive right into something that's given to us from Netflix. Yeah, I guess if anything, it's probably been a while since I've actually pretty much talked about anything that's released onto Netflix as of now, and I guess it is quite fitting as well for sure, because given to, of course, what I've actually got right here, and currently as of now, one anime convention, Anime NYC, is currently happening right now, to which, yeah, as we speak, turns out I'm currently not attending as we speak, although I really want to as of now. So don't worry, my time will come for that eventually, but yeah, I guess right up until then, I think we might as well get right ourselves into talk about the pretty much the latest anime movie that had just been released onto Netflix very recently for sure, and I guess it's quite obvious since pretty much of anything, it does actually have Sailor Moon pretty much given to the manga I'm actually holding. Yes, folks, it looks like it's about time that we finally talk about this, and of course I'm referring to the latest film that had just dropped Netflix as of now, which is none other than Sailor Moon Cosmos. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've decided to talk about here today for sure. It's not only the latest film that just came out for sure, but of course, well, pretty much it's based around, of course, Sailor Moon, quite obviously for sure, So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright then, so yeah, before I can go ahead and talk about this latest movie, I think it makes sense for me to recap, of course, my experience with, well, Sailor Moon in a nutshell, so yeah, I'm making no secret that if you actually have been following me for some time, pretty much out of every single anime show and movie I've actually seen over the years, I definitely know hands down that I do have a strong love for Sailor Moon for sure. Yeah, it's still a recognizable anime franchise that's been around for a long time, and of course, pretty much of anything, I pretty much as established, I currently have 4 volumes of the Sailor Moon manga currently, which is still quite awesome, and I do hope to complete the entire manga very soon, and of course, let's not forget to mention, I pretty much own a good number of bits of merchandise revolving around Sailor Moon for sure that I have shown off previously, and of course I have a couple of Sailor Moon cosplays of my own, both my gender-bent version of Sailor Moon for sure, and of course Tuxedo Mask for sure, so yeah, even the latter's alter ego, Mamoru Chiba, that one's actually really great for sure, so yeah, and of course, if anything, I really do love the anime for sure, whether it be the original Sailor Moon anime, to which I currently have all 5 seasons as we speak, and of course, pretty much the reboot that we got recently, Sailor Moon Crystal for sure, and course, if you may recall, a few years ago, I did talk about the previous Sailor Moon film that we actually got, Sailor Moon Eternal, that dropped onto Netflix a few years ago, and you can definitely tell I really enjoyed that movie a whole hog for sure, so yeah, and oh yeah, let's not forget to mention, I did manage to put up a few videos on Sailor Moon for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I did actually put up a few Sailor Moon related videos in the past for sure, so yeah, that actually does show how much I actually really love that anime for sure, and yeah, my love for it is of course pretty much still strong even to this day, and I guess it needs no introduction in a nutshell for sure, so yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front for sure, so yeah, I guess given to all that, you can definitely tell I'm really excited for the Sailor Moon Cosmos movie to finally come out for sure, just to see on of course, how they're gonna wrap up pretty much the main reboot for sure, to which, yeah, hard to believe it's been well over, yeah, pretty much nearly a decade ever since the whole reboot started with, of course, the first season of Sailor Moon Crystal for sure, and so yeah, pretty much long overdue for sure, but I was really excited to see on how they're gonna wrap it up for sure, so yeah, I know hands down I've been anticipating the release for this ever since its release in Japan for sure, so yeah, I'm actually quite curious to see on how they're gonna do that for sure, so yeah, I did manage to take the time earlier today to finally sit down and watch this movie for sure, and well, since I actually got off, of course, seeing it for sure, I bet a lot of you guys may be wondering, what do I think of this movie now that I finally got the chance to see it? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I really do think this movie really ended the current Sailor Moon series on a massive high note for sure, so yeah, quite frankly, it really did an incredible job with what he actually did, and all around, I think it resulted in, of course, pretty much giving this Sailor Moon reboot series pretty much a massive, epic, and yet emotional ending for sure, so yeah. I guess either way, you can definitely tell I really enjoyed this movie for what it is. I really think it's definitely well worth it for sure, so yeah. That's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alrighty then, so yeah, now that I've got the short version out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about for sure, so for starters is, of course, the story, and honestly, to me, I really do think the story, as we speak, actually is quite strong for sure. I really do admire, of course, what they actually did, just taking the final arc, and of course, the Sailor Moon story for sure, and the way they utilize it quite well. They actually did an incredible job in doing exactly that. It's almost kind of similar to, of course, why I actually saw the Sailor Moon stage musical for sure, with, of course, pretty much a few other of course, my friends, all the way back in 2018, that did also tackle upon the Sailor Stars story arc for sure, and I really do admire on what they actually did. I think not only pretty much telling the story properly, but with a much more of a dark edge to it for sure, but of course, unlike pretty much the 5th season, and of course the original Sailor Moon anime for sure, this one's actually much more faithful to what the manga was, of course, originally presenting for sure, and yeah, I guess in between the two, I do like the 5th season of the original Sailor Moon anime with what it's trying to do with that story arc for sure. But I do think this movie actually did an incredible job, and of course, being much more much more faithful to what the manga actually presenting for sure. And in a way, I think they really utilize that quite well for sure. So yeah, and not to mention pretty much for another aspect, the writing, I have to say, that too, I will have to say, is actually pretty good for sure. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I think there might be a few bumps here and there, and some scenes that I think could have used a little rewriting here and there for sure, but yeah, I really do think they did an incredible job in presenting this movie with what it needs to do for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say for the story and the writing for, of course, this movie in a nutshell for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, now that I've actually got those two out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about the next couple of things I need to talk about for sure, which of course are the characters. And yeah, I guess I will have to say that pretty much, if you know, looking back on, of course, when I did my thoughts video that I did on Sailor Moon Eternal, you would definitely know that I really do have a strong love for the characters for sure. Yeah, pretty much the most recognizable ones for sure, and how much they've actually developed throughout the course of both parts of that Sega movie for sure. While for here, I can definitely make the same argument for sure. They actually really help the characters grow for sure, and yeah, I mean, sure, they do have to have a few bumps and deal with a few flaws and stuff for sure, and I will admit, I think some parts of them were a little bit too rushed for sure in order to cramming everything all in one big massive storyline for this movie for sure, but I didn't mind it in such a way. I just want to see how the characters have grown since we first got to introduce them for sure, and see, of course, on what kind of situation they're dealing with and how they're going to get out of it for sure, making their recovery all the more worth it. So yeah, I guess if anything, I really do think the characters really pretty much are definitely as strong and as great as, of course, pretty much as they are in the previous movie that I talked about a few years ago for sure. And yeah, given to that, and with, of course, some nice little bits of development here and there to make them likable and interesting, that I'm actually all for sure. I really do admire, of course, what they actually did for sure to really make them stand out quite well, and that's something I really do admire the most in, of course, this movie. I think they really did an incredible job with, of course, exactly that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, on that front. So yeah, and of course, for the actors that came on board to play all these characters, well, I guess it's quite obvious. They actually did pull off some really great performances for sure. So yeah, whether it be, whether you actually saw this movie in its original Japanese track or saw the English dub of it like I just did, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that pretty much the acting is actually brilliantly well done, and of course, their voice range and stuff, that actually does help to match the characters' personalities for sure, to make them likable for sure. So yeah, I can definitely know I can make that argument for, of course, the actors in the original Japanese version for sure, but the ones in the English dub still really really stood out for sure, that I couldn't help but admire for what it is for sure. So yeah, whatever the case between those two for sure, there's no doubt in my mind that the acting in this is still brilliantly well done for sure. So yeah, those are pretty much what I can say for those two aspects in a nutshell for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that. Alright then, so yeah, now that I've actually got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Actually, quite a whole lot for sure. I guess for stars is, of course, the animation, and yeah, I guess if anything, I really do think the animation in this, yeah, I say it's definitely on the same level as, of course, the animation, and of course, the previous film for sure, and yeah, I really love on how well drawn out everything is from, of course, the way the characters look, to the incredible backgrounds and stuff that really does help blend in with their surroundings for sure, and not to mention the visuals and the effects to go along with it also does help blend in quite well for sure, that I really couldn't help admire for, of course, what they've actually accomplished for sure. So sorry about that. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, those in a nutshell. And oh yeah, let's not forget to mention the action for sure is actually still brilliantly well done with every single fight scene, to the way pretty much the characters actually incorporated their powers for sure. It really does help define it in such a way, and it definitely knew what it needs to accomplish for this being a magical girl anime in a nutshell for sure, which I still think actually does work well to the film's advantage for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that aspect in a nutshell for sure. Well, of course, the direction in this film from the film's director, yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much as much as I really do think it's admirable, and of course the last film for sure, I guess if anything, it's somewhat a little bit of a downgrade, but I still think it does work well, and of course this film for sure, like, it's not bad per se, but it could have been a little bit more great, to be honest, but I still think it actually did the job well, and the film's director, I still applaud their commitment to make this movie work for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say. Of course, that the cinematography has another aspect I should talk about. Yeah, I guess if anything, it's definitely brilliantly well done, and I really do admire the really great camera work they actually did to help go alongside everything on a visual standpoint for sure. And of course, the editing is cut perfectly through some really nice editing for sure to really help with both films' running times for sure. To which, yeah, I guess if anything, with both parts combined, it's pretty much well over 3 hours for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, all those in a nutshell for sure. Pretty quick and easy from what I've actually seen, but hey, I think it's pretty much what I could say on that in a nutshell. So yeah. Alright, so I guess with all that said and done, that's pretty much everything that I need to say about this movie. And yeah, I know what I said was actually rather quick for sure, but hey, I didn't mind either way. Not all of my thoughts videos are going to be well over 30 to 40 minutes long anyways, for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, overall, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that Sailor Moon Cosmos, yeah, I guess if anything, I really do enjoy it for what it is, not only serving as a great follow-up to the Eternal movie that we got beforehand, but I think it definitely did sell as one big, massive, and of course, a really epic and emotional finale to the occurring Sailor Moon series that we actually got for sure. Everything about it actually does work quite well with what he actually did, and sure, yeah, there might be one or two little issues that could be resolved for sure to make this movie stronger for sure, but they really went out on a high note for sure, and I really do admire the commitment that they actually did to really make this work for sure, and yeah, in the end, I think it definitely did deliver, of course, what he actually promised, and I think they did an incredible job, of course, on that front. So yeah, I guess either way, if you actually got the time and if you have Netflix for sure, then there's no doubt in my mind that I do highly recommend checking this movie out for sure. Yeah, you're probably not going to get much like I just did, but I know hands down that you're going to be in for a really great time that is definitely worthy enough to actually make you want to say Moon Prism Power make up. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. I really enjoyed this movie for what it is, and there's no doubt in my mind that I'm definitely going to enjoy it a whole lot more anytime soon, so yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, for my final score, yeah, like I said, I did have one or two little issues with it, but of course, since I'm still praising this movie, I'm still going to be fair, of course, this one, and yeah, I still really enjoyed it for what it is, and yes, folks, for my final score, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 as my final score, so yeah, definitely pretty much really ending pretty much the current Sailor Moon series in a nutshell for sure, and I think it's actually going to be one big epic time that you don't want to miss for sure, so yeah. And with that being said, folks, that'll pretty much do exactly that. So yeah, I guess if anything, we finally completed all of pretty much the current Sailor Moon series for sure. And boy, what an interesting 9-year ride has that been for sure. Or is it 8 years? Or yeah, well, 8 to 9 years for sure. So yeah, I guess either way, I think it was an interesting ride going through the new Sailor Moon series that we actually got for sure, and yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that since it is sad to pretty much say goodbye to the current Sailor Moon anime for sure, but I definitely do think they really ended it on a massive high note for sure, and of course, we couldn't help but thank Naoka Takeuchi for contributing to, of course, this recent one that we actually got that. That's actually much more closer to what she had originally when she crafted the manga for sure. But hey, whatever the case may be, and what the future may hold for sure, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that regardless of course, where we're at right now, I will still always love Sailor Moon for sure, whether it be the original, pretty much the original manga, like what I currently got in my hands, or of course the anime, or everything else, and of course that aspect in a nutshell for sure, and yeah, for those who are wondering, yeah, I might have missed out on, of course, pretty much a few things that I might have missed out involving Sailor Moon for sure, but don't worry, I'll get to them when the time is right for sure, so yeah. Who knows what will happen next for sure for the future of Sailor Moon for sure, but hey, pretty much until that time comes, I definitely know we're still gonna pretty much have a strong love for it for sure, and yeah, I'll be really excited to see on what comes next for sure. So yeah, the current Sailor Moon anime series is of course officially over as of now, but I do know its legacy, much like the entirety of Sailor Moon in a nutshell, will still live on hands down. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright, so I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest Thoughts video, and by all means, I want to ask all of you guys, what do you think of Sailor Moon Cosmos, if you have actually seen it for sure? Do you absolutely really enjoyed it, and think it really ended the current Sailor Moon series on a massive high note, like what I thought of for sure? Or do you absolutely hate it and think it could have been a whole lot better as pretty much you thought it was going to be? Or are you somewhere in between where you think it's alright? So yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you've actually seen it for yourself. I would definitely love to know. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest Thoughts video, and yeah, don't worry about a thing. Pretty much for the next one that I'll do, I will actually plan on going to see The Crow that'll be that's currently out as we speak for sure. So So yeah, if I actually do plan on exactly that, I'll be sure to get out my next thoughts video on that, and if not, then, well, I guess I'll hopefully see you guys in September for, of course, well, I'll talk about the sequel to Beetlejuice that's coming up very soon, so yeah. But until that comes around, and if something's changed, we'll definitely have to wait and see, of course, that front. So yeah, I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Big special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible. So if you want to be like these people and show your support to us and get some awesome rewards such as getting a special shoutout, credit at the end of the videos, as well as some other awesome rewards within your budget, then go to patreon.com/Ackleyattack427 to do exactly that. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyattackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.